What's going on, guys? It's your girl Rosii here, and welcome back to Iconix Radio. Today we have my good friend again, the one and only Mr. Chris Gardner. Now, as he takes us behind the music and the stories that continue to connect listeners from around the globe, from his heartfelt reflection in Can't Go Home to overcoming obstacles in the rocky road and finding redemption in the second time around. We're diving into the inspiration, the journey, and the stories behind these amazing songs. A big new body of work. Chris Gardner is here, guys, and we love Chris Gardner because why? He's one of Iconix's favorites. Own right here. Now, Chris Gardner has been so amazing. We're talking 9 albums. Let's just take that in. 9 albums. With 5 of those albums being created, the single cover by his very own son. When you talk about a family man, when you talk about an artist, an Americana lover, a real Texan man, Chris Gardner comes to mind. Chris, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Welcome
Rosii.
back.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. And thank you to Anthony as well. I love coming on Iconix Radio.
Thank you.
Yes, and how much you do for the independent artists. All of us out there, we appreciate it so much.
Chris, there's nothing like being with family, and you have become so much of a family to Iconix Radio, just from your support as well, and also just the good music that you make. Right,
Thank you.
9 albums, Chris. You don't stop, man. You wake up in the morning. Here's a song. And there you go.
As long as I can keep going, Rosie. You know how that is. Yes. Been very fortunate and had so many great people on all these records as well.
Yes. I do know that last year you got a chance to be at and perform at the CMA of Texas with the one and only Miss Mary Mentor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out to Miss Mary Mentor and the amazing CMA of Texas. All of the amazing artists are part of that organization, such as myself. I think that when you get on stage, Chris, you got something to say. You're not just getting up there with a microphone. You come up there with your instruments, your band, and you're ready to rock. Let's talk about the CMA of Texas last year and what that was like being a part of that amazing ceremony once again.
Yes. It was just an honor with all the incredible artists that are out there. And they gave me the Americana Album of the Year award.
Come on, Chris!
Which was just, I'm just honored with all the artists that they have and the incredible artists. And Mary has been so great with all her support. Yes, I can't say enough about them. And I'm looking forward to this year's award show as well, too. There'll be some announcements on that coming soon.
Okay, Chris, you just said it just so lightly. Oh, just Americana, the album of the year. Just little simple stuff. No, whatever. But, wow. Yeah. 9 albums. And then here we go. Before you go into your 9th, you're honored with such an amazing title.
Yes.
It doesn't happen every year when you just walk away with the Americana Album of the Year. What does it take to persevere in this business? Because it's business.
It is
at
business.
The bottom of people say, "Oh, well, you got to enjoy doing it." Yeah, we enjoy doing it, baby. Yeah. But it is a business and a structure to be able to accomplish such as yourself.
It is. And I think a lot of it is just believing in yourself and keep on going.
Yeah.
And some of the people come into it for the wrong reasons, too. I'm in it because I love music. When some of these kids or the new crop coming up think, oh, I'm going to record a song and I'm going to make $1 million.
Yeah.
It isn't like that. It's a lot harder than that. And not only that, there's a different feel to the music when you're coming from your heart or coming for somebody's pocketbook. There's something that comes across differently in that.
That's true.
And I've just, like I said, I've been very fortunate with the musicians that I've had along the way too. And the CMA of Texas Award was just such validation for all the years. Because, it's been hard. I've been going at this for 25, 30 years
Come on now. You look about 25, 30. Come on now, Chris.
I started when I was 5.
Stop, Chris.
But it's been a long way, and all you can do is just keep on going.
That's
and
right.
hope with the belief in yourself that, hey, I believe in this, and I know if the people can just hear it, then they'll like it too. And that has been the case. So
Chris, I think for the viewers, the listeners that are out there that don't know your backstory, just very briefly, if you can, please just take us kind of through growing up briefly. What was it like? Any
Sure.
musical influences in your life?
I did. I grew up. I was born in North Carolina.
Okay.
Moved to Buffalo, New York when I was
Yeah.
6 months old, and grew up there. I'm the youngest of 10 kids.
Wow.
Yes, it's
All
four older
right.
brothers and
There you go.
and 6 older sisters. So, a lot of the influences came from them. They all had their albums and everything. This was 70s and
Come on!
the whole album collection.
Chris, come
I'd
on!
sneak in their room while they were gone and listen to their Beatles records and old Motown records and make sure that they were put right in the back spot, where they were when I took them.
Put
Because
my stuff back
otherwise,
where you got it
they'd
from,
be looking for they'd be looking for me. So I grew up. I came down to Texas to play baseball. I was on a baseball scholarship at Texas at Arlington. I hurt my shoulder and learned the reality of Division I sports. That there's 5 guys behind you that are just as good, looking to take your spot. And I started recording. And
Wow.
yes, yeah. So
Guitar.
and guitar, yes.
Was that something that you picked up earlier in life or later?
Later in life.
Okay.
I picked it up more when I was 14 or 15, and the reason I did it because I loved a lot of the acoustic stuff that was out there. Some of the Eagles kind of stuff and things like that. And at that time, it was a lot of the harder rock that was out there.
Yeah, Chris.
So as a songwriter, it was easier for me to strum chords and write songs that
Keep
way.
it simple.
So that's where it all came out of. Yes.
But when you look at sports and then you have music and you end up coming to Texas for sports and then you end up still doing music.
Yes.
Let me go get that guitar real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. I know something that they cannot do.
Yes. Kids come a little full circle.
First album inspired by?
Just all the experiences. The first one's the easy one, Rosii,
Okay.
because you've been writing your songs your whole life and you can put it together. It's the second one that's hard. And all of a sudden, okay, now you got 6 months to spit out another 12 songs.
Wow.
So it was basically, and my songs, just even up to this day, are more about personal experience. It's easier for me to write like songs of things that I've been through, the human experience, getting your heart broken, falling in love, kids growing up, or the years going on, and the changes that you have.
Wow.
So it's easier for me to write those songs. I always was jealous of the people that could just see somebody sitting on a bench and write a whole backstory song about them, You're like, oh my gosh.
That was funny. I'm sorry. I love that.
And it saves me hundreds of dollars in therapy too, because I can get it all out in the songs. I don't need to lay on the couch.
Chris, you came with jokes this time. I love it. Speaking of Can't Go Home, it sounds like very deep and personal. I mean, even looking at the cover itself. But what life experience inspired that title? And what message do you hope that the listeners are going to be able to take from it?
Well, I think everybody, as they grow up, I was fortunate. Not everybody had that experience growing up, but I grew up in the perfect place and perfect time. I grew up in the town of Tonawanda, where we'd be on our bikes.
What was the name of it again?
The town of Tonawanda. It's
the town of Tonawanda. Say that 5 times real fast.
Exactly.
I love it.
The suburb of Buffalo, and we drank water out of the hose. We rode our bikes without a helmet.
Yeah.
This was my seatbelt. I remember traveling across country, laying in the back dashboard. It was just a different time, and you knew everybody in the neighborhood. If you were 3 blocks over and stepped out of line, Mrs. Johnson would whap you, and then you'd get home and get whapped again.
That's right.
Having her have to whap you.
That's right.
But we grew up with respect and empathy towards others, and everybody looking out for each other.
Yeah.
And what this came about is that you remember that place in your mind, and then you go back up, to go back up to visit, which I do every year, and where the donut place was, there's a smoke shop.
Chris, none at all.
Where the arcade was, there's there's a doctor's office and the grocery store. It's just you almost feel like a stranger in your hometown. So it's just basically a song about that. About you can't go back to that place, but you can in the back of your mind if
Chris,
you have that memory.
I want you to know right now, my eyes are welding up right now because you said they turned the donut shop to a smoke shop. Wait, what?
They should have done both. It would have
Right.
worked out perfect. You stop there first, and then you go eat the donuts.
Oh my gosh, listen. So, wow. I mean, I love that because it's so true. And when you talk to a lot of people that can look at the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, hell, even the early 2000s, really, and be able to say, man, can't go back home. Like you can be actually in your hometown and it doesn't feel like
doesn't feel
home.
the same. Sure. Yeah.
Oh man. So let's talk about like the visuals of this album cover because it's so cute. Sorry.
Yes.
I mean your son, great work. He's like, she got really cute. No, it's great work. But it's super cute.
Yeah.
But let's talk about it. We have a car, we have the dirt roads, and you just have a lot of blocks happen, like a lot of blockages happening.
My
on
son
that.
Max Gardner is just incredible at this. He's got a very creative mind with the with digital arts and everything. And the theme of it is just basically with the broken road, like you've gone past it, now you're trying to go back, and you can't go back there.
Can't go
So
home.
the way that he tied that in was just great. I gave him the title and say, hey bud, can you come up with this for me?
Got you, Dad.
And yes,
Yeah.
I got
Come on,
you, Dad.
Max.
I got you. Exactly.
I love it. He said that for real?
Oh, he
I
did.
got you, Dad.
Yeah. So I'll wet your butt for you, bud. You'll do as many album covers as I need,
Okay.
Yeah,
Listen.
exactly.
Listen, even the title, The Rocky Road.
Yes.
Now that kind of feels like, bumpy roads are happening. Things are happening. Feels like a journey anthem almost. What were some of the real life obstacles that you kind of were able to kind of reflect on because it sounds like that's what it's talking about.
Yeah, this was the song was inspired by a young couple. He was going to go on the road to try to pursue his rock and roll dream.
Okay.
And they were very much in love, and he had every intention of coming back from the first tour. And as the weeks turned into months and the months turned into years, he never quite came back. So
wow.
I think we've all had that in our lives as the years go on, as we get a little older, that you may have run into somebody at one time that may have been perfect for you, but you're either with somebody else at the time or you live in another city and it just wasn't good timing. And
never go back home.
20 years down the road and you look back and say, I wonder what if, what if, how would my life have been different with that? But then I'm firmly a believer in that things happen for a reason.
Come on.
And the good Lord is looking out for us, and they're going to work out how they're supposed to. So
that's right.
It's good to remember sometimes and wonder what if, but it's also good to be thankful for what you do have in your life.
Come on, Chris. You know what? You need to go ahead and write your book now, because I think if you make number 10, make the 10th album a book. No, I'm just kidding. All right, but you got to even it out. But wow. So let's talk about the second time around, because that title alone just like hit me just in the heart. I was like, oh man. I know you got one for this one. So tell us about the second time around. Is it like a second chance type of deal?
It almost is, but it's like when you have a breakup, and this was when I was going through a breakup years ago, and after you're broken up, you start to second guess it, that, oh, well, maybe I should have tried a little harder, or maybe we can work it out. And then you try to work it out again and realize that it was absolutely not a mistake at all. And it's easier the second time going through the heartbreak to move on.
Yeah.
Sometimes after the first one, you're not sure. Maybe we can make it work out. And the second time, it's like, oh no, it is not. It's the second time around. The new life's waiting to start, and time to get at it.
Okay, so take me back now, because these are three obviously very heartfelt titles that are inspired by true events. Yeah. What was the title of your very first album again?
It was called A Brighter Day.
The Brighter Day.
A brighter day.
A Brighter Day. And now we at Can't Go Home.
Can't Go Home. Yes. And there was a funny story on that.
You look in between that. I'm telling you, you got some stories in between.
A funny story on A Brighter Day. I was 18 years old, and I just hurt my shoulder at Texas at Arlington, and a friend of mine's band was playing all over Fort Worth, and they were doing original songs, and he told me about this contest that they were having up there, the radio station, that they were taking, they were going to call it 12 by 12. It's going to be 12 Texas artists, all each doing one song, and they had thousands of entries. I went in with his band and recorded that song, A Brighter Day. and just sent it in as that, and it actually got picked on to be on the album out of the thousands of entries. And then we came out, and about 3 weeks later, they're playing it on the North Texas State radio station. And I'm thinking, this is easy. You just go in there, you record a song.
Chris, what you say?
And it's on the radio. It's like, oh, wow, I got this, 20 years later, I was still trying to get back and realized it was not that easy.
Oh my God, that is so funny. I love it though.
Before getting back there.
But how many people you have touched and inspired just by your music? Again, Americana Album of the Year for 2025. It doesn't. Yes. I mean, there you go. Yeah. Now, Americana music, it has a way of kind of turning everyday life into like powerful stories, obviously. But when you sit down and you write, do lyrics and melodies come to you first, or do you get the lyrics? Like, how do you create your music?
The lyrics come first for me.
Nice.
Yes, I'm more of lyric based, and then try to work the magic or the music and the magic. I leave the magic to the real players.
Oh, stop it, Chris!
I've got a real good crew.
Humble.
So what I do is I'll write mine, and I record it acoustically, the whole structure of the song, and then we'll bring it into the studio, and Mr. Paul English and Rankin Peters and Tyson Chef, all these guys that have recorded so many records with me. I present it to them, and hey, it's like whatever you guys are feeling. Some artists will come in and I want you to play exactly this. I want you to do this.
Right.
These guys have recorded on thousands of records. It's like you let them have the freedom. They know what the song should have. And I think that brings a lot more to the mix when everybody feels like they're throwing a little bit of love in there.
I agree. I agree. Even for me, like when I get on stage and I'm performing live and we could be in a rehearsal, and I always let my band know I could call on you for a solo at any time. Just be ready. Yes. There's just no telling what the audience is going to, what can happen. So you just want to make sure that at all times you're ready. Sure. So I love that you give your musicians the opportunity to be creative on your body of work. Okay, Chris, here's the question of the year, 2026. Okay. Make us happy now. What song from your catalog describes you to this very day?
Wow.
Ooh.
I didn't think of that one. I didn't study that.
Come on, Chris.
What song does from the catalog? Almost maybe Can't Go Home. I'll say that because I'm just nostalgic a little bit like that. I'm a true Cancer, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
I feel for the changes, and as life has gone on, I've been very aware of that ever since I was little. Almost to too much of a point of how finite things are, and to appreciate the moments you're in because they pass by so quickly.
Yes.
And as I get older now, I always liken it to like the water going down the drain. At the top, it's nice and slow, and as the years go on, it starts going faster and faster and slipping away. So I think maybe Can't Go Home would sum that up.
I think that, obviously, when you look at the work, when you think of the titles, I feel like you, Chris, Can't Go Home. Yeah. I've been in Houston for a very long time, and it does not feel the same sometimes. Sure. So I can relate to that. Now, Chris, tell us, your music carries themes of resilience, obviously, growth and reflection.
Yes.
In today's society, what do you feel that music is missing?
I think it's missing some of that. It's like the songs that we grew up on the 70s, and that's what I hope my music does, is songs that people can relate to. You hear it on the radio and you feel like they're singing to you. And not so much of the stuff that's out now is so processed and so manufactured that the human element isn't there anymore. Yeah. And the messages aren't there. There are some, and of course there's some exceptions to that. But I grew up on the songs with the big choruses that you can sing along with, and that goes from, from Motown to the Beatles to, Neil Young, the Eagles. I mean, it crosses genres too. It just seemed that the songs were better back then to me. And, I know that the effect that those artists had on me, I hope that the listeners, that whoever's listening to my songs, maybe they relate to that. Maybe that helps them out a little bit.
I love that. Popcorn. Everyone likes popcorn, things to be just done quick, fast, in a hurry. Yeah. But for you, you've really taken out your time to give the people great music, very poised. And then not only that, you are a working man, a husband, a father, a creative, and he plays hockey, guys. Listen, still on the hockey ice field, getting
still have all my teeth.
Chris,
still have all my teeth.
Chris came in and said, I ain't broke none yet, y'all. So look, I'm still in there. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about that. Because, you know, like you mentioned earlier, you came to Texas to play baseball. Yeah. You picked up music. 9 albums later, you're playing hockey, Chris. Yeah.
I couldn't throw anymore, Rosii. My shoulder was so bad I couldn't throw even in softball. So I had to do something. Skates. My legs were still good. So I picked the skates up, and I grew up. Hockey was very expensive growing up. We didn't have a lot of money, so we couldn't play in the regular leagues like I could in all the other sports. Mm-hmm. But what they would do, we had a fire hall by our house, and they would hose down the field. So they would, you'd have parents with their kids, and you'd have ice hockey games going almost like street basketball or anything all day long. So I'd get dropped off at 9 a.m. and play there all day. So I love the sport. It's a little rough on the body. I have had a few injuries, and I one more and my hockey card's getting pulled away by my wife.
Oh my God. How many you got left, Chris?
Well, I have my meniscus has been done, so on both, and I tore the hamstring off my butt bone.
Chris,
literally tore it off.
Chris, how many more hockey strikes do you have before?
I only have one more. One
you
more
got
serious
one more? Okay, now
Paul is taking my card away.
Well, that 10th album better be in the works because you're gonna need it. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Chris, I think it's very important for the listeners to really be able to communicate and connect with you right now. What should people expect to get from a live show when they come and see you perform?
We talked about it earlier, and you brought up a great point, is that you need to touch everybody in the audience, everybody out there.
Yes.
And it was so poignant what you said. And find the guy that isn't getting it and lock eyes with him and bring him along. Everybody, bring everybody along with the journey, and everybody should feel good and hopefully that, and just a little more understanding that, hey, they're not the only ones going through some of these situations.
That's right.
Music can heal. And you know that. I'm a big believer in that. Music can heal. And, that would be my hope at the shows, that everybody comes out just feeling a little better, and you have a nice communal concert together where everybody's along on the journey.
Come on, Chris. Boy, Chris came in here with jokes and the word today. I love it. What's in the making, other than the 9th album? Obviously, there are some events coming up that you're a part of, some projects you're working on.
Yes.
Let the people know what's in the works.
We'll be following up with a video very soon too.
Yay.
We had picked one out, but that wasn't one of the focus tracks. So we'll go and shoot the video for one of the focus tracks. Got the Americana Fest coming up in Nashville with Bill Wentz, and I'm excited about that. I'm going to get more involved with the CMA of Texas and some of their things that they have. Mary is just incredible, and her support has been, just amazing.
Yes.
And and then working out some shows.
Come on now.
Some shows, a CD release show, and then got some other things coming up too that I'll have updated on the website soon.
I know that because I'm so sorry we did not get a chance to talk about your team. Because after 9 albums, obviously, you got a lot of people helping you.
Yes.
But there are some core people that are right there with you, along with your family, your wife, and your beautiful children. Who are some of the people that you would like to give a shout out to?
First and foremost, Andy Bradley. I know you've had Andy in here. He is just, aside from him being the genius of his engineering and his production and his musical prowess, he is just a great human being.
Yes, he is.
We have been very dear friends for 25 years now. And I love Andy. And he just has a way of bringing the best out of everybody.
Yeah.
And then Paul English is kind of the musical director, as it were.
Nice.
Rankin Peters on bass, Tyson Chef on the drums.
Yes.
On this album, we had Charlie Lair, a guitar player.
Okay.
There's also Wayne Turner, who played with Wayne the Animal Turner, that played with Hank Williams Jr. for 27 years.
Yeah, okay.
And lived to tell about it. Not many come out on the other side from that. And Wire Road Studios, of course. I can't say enough about Bill and everybody over there. My radio promoter out of Nashville, Bill Wentz and Lauren. They're going to be working the new record. And, of course, John in Houston as well. John is a great way of spreading the word.
We love
And
John.
I'd like to send another thank you out to Mary Minter and the whole CMA of Texas.
Woohoo!
And my lovely wife, I might add, too.
Hello.
Let me throw that out there.
This is so great, Chris. I mean, when I tell you, every time we see you, not just when we're just interviewing you or just seeing you out, but just seeing you, your heart is so pure and you're such a great guy. Thank you so much
Rosii,
for all you do. And where can people find you and support you and continue to be a part of your journey?
On all of the streaming sites, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, everything else. Now you see the list, it's 800 of them. It used to just be a few. But and then keep up to date on the website. It's chrisgardnermusic.com. I'll have all the shows and the updated videos and all the press releases and magazine articles and of course a copy of this on there too. A little link to the video will be on there as well.
I love it. Chris, thank you so much for stopping by. Before we go anywhere, wait, stop, pause. It's game time, guys. We got to play a game. Chris,
are you... Stretch. Hold on, hang on. Let me...
Hey, Chris, I got faith in you.
Okay.
You never know. I may ask you the same questions just to see if you're ready.
Okay. All
right, guys. Here we go. Chris, what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you a question, give you multiple choices. You give me the correct answer. Luckily, you do have Mr. Iconix here in the back, so maybe he can help you.
You can call the light.
I got faith in you, though. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go. Chris. On the Drew Carey Show, what foreign country did Mimi send Drew to? Was it A, China, B, Australia, or C, Germany?
Wow.
Ha ha ha.
Germany.
Final answer?
Sure.
It is China.
Oh my gosh. I did not
That's
know.
okay. Now, next question. Here we go. Which of the following phrases is not one of Steve Urkel's? Is it A, did I do that? B, I've fallen and I can't get up? Or C, hey, it's me?
How about I've fallen and I can't get up? Hey, it's me?
What you gonna go with, Chris?
I'm going with I've fallen and I can't get up.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, now they said it that way, Rosii. I don't know if it is. Yes. Oh, no.
It's C.
Is
hey,
it C?
It's me. Oh, my God. My grandmother would be so upset. We were.
I knew that one.
Yeah, we were Friday night regulars, honey. But that's
I don't
okay.
remember that one.
Redemption. I got you,
I am
guys.
failing miserably.
Come on, guys. Here we go.
Okay.
Who won the Oscar in 1995 for Best Actor? Was it A, John Travolta, B, Morgan Freeman, or C, Tom Hanks?
Can we get a movie? what they win it for?
That's the general
It's like
one.
the spelling bee. I'd like country of origin, please. Third syllable in Latin. Wow. 95. Morgan Freeman? Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks, maybe. I don't know what movie.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. What movie was it?
1995 for Best Actor.
Oh, okay.
Probably was for Forrest Gump.
Castaway was Forrest Gump 95? I don't know.
But you got it right.
All right.
It
One
was
out
C.
of 3.
Good job. Here we go, guys. I promise you,
I've got to
I'm
at least
getting
get to 50-50, right? I've at least got to get 500.
Here we go. And boom. In the X-Files.
Okay.
What was Mulder's nickname? Was it A, Spooky, B, Sherlock, or C, Hasbro?
Wow, I watched the X-Files, and I don't know.
Come on, Chris! Come on, Chris! I got you! Come on, Chris!
One more. Was it A?
A, Spooky, B, Sherlock, or C, Hasbro?
It's got to be Spooky or Sherlock, but I'll go Spooky.
That is correct.
Oh,
let's go, Chris!
Yes.
Chris!
All right.
Now, Chris, listen. Here's the
I was
question.
going to say the Smoking Man. The Smoking Man.
Do you want to go for one more?
I do.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
We got to go ahead and break the tie. Here we go. Nah. All right, here we go. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Who did Leonardo DiCaprio play in the movie Titanic? Was it A, Jack Thompson, B, Jack Carson, or C, Jack Dawson?
Jack Dawson.
Jack Dawson, God dog it. That is correct. I'll never let go.
I think she could have moved over on the bed a little bit.
She should have.
At least giving him 10 minutes up there.
Until this very day, they should have took turns. Period, Rose. Okay, I'm playing. Thank you so much. Before we get ready to get up out of here, there's a very special song that I think everyone should know and not ever skip over. Queen of the Trailer Park. Let's go.
Yes.
Queen of the Trailer Park. Let's talk about very briefly, because I think that's a heck of a title.
It all was born. Most of my songs are reflective and things I've been through. You know, I'd gotten a gag gift at Christmas a few years ago. It was a book called The Women of Walmart, and it was set up like Cosmo, where they just had the different. And I love the Walmart, and I have seen with my own eyes some of the fashionistas that have come in there.
Yes,
Not
Lord.
many people can pull off the pink tutu in the kitchen aisle at 2 o'clock on a Thursday. So at the center of this, there was a girl, and you brought the Drew Carey show. She looked exactly kind of like Mimi from the Drew Carey show. Yeah. And through all that thick blue rolled-on eyeshadow, you could see that, and the pink, the leopard skin tutu she was wearing, you could see that there was a peach underneath there.
Yeah.
And maybe when she was growing up, that she used to be something. And then, so I just wrote a funny song about how through the years with the man that she fell in love with, how their love story evolved through the years and through her getting to that spot. So beautiful. I was always worried about, as we talked about with we've lost the ability to laugh at ourselves.
Yes,
I think
we
there's
have
a big problem with that. And again, there are some people that are offensive out there, but we gotta lighten up a little bit as a society, the way that things are now.
There you go.
So
I agree.
That's what that was about, and I had apprehensions about it, and my backup singer, I was in doing it, and I was telling her about it, and she's like, maybe I should change the title. And she said, "Oh no, my best friend is the HOA of a trailer park, and this is her ringtone." So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be okay with that. But
I love that.
There'll be a line dance video coming for that soon. So.
Well, please know that I'm sure all the queens of all the trailer parks will be there line dancing. I'll be right there with you ladies. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to definitely having you back. I'm looking forward to seeing all the amazing projects you have coming here in the near future. Chris Gardner, guys. Thank you, Chris. We love you. Always a pleasure.
And thank you, Anthony. And thanks, Iconic Radio. Keep listening.
Guys, we'll see you again next time. It's your girl, Rosii, here with the one and only Chris Gardner and Can't Go Home. See you soon. Bye.